Milon's Secret Castle. I have a personal story with this game. It all started back in mid-2000s, when little me got a clone of the NES.
Well, back then in Eastern Europe you didn't really have a choice.
So 6-year-old me came across this very pleasant looking game. I played it, and then realized I didn't really know what to do. So I just shut the game off and forgot about it. But years were passing, I completely forgot how this game was called. I tried to find it multiple times across the internet, but with no luck. And then suddenly, at the very beginning of 2020, this game found me.
I randomly found this on YouTube while searching for old video games. I wasn't even searching for this game.
Finally, after 15 years of searching, one of the biggest mysteries of my childhood has been resolved.
So let's take a look at Milon's Secret Castle, shall we?
When we boot up the game, we are being welcomed by a castle. I hate this castle.
The title sounds promising. We have to discover secrets inside. Maybe that's why I got stuck back in the day.
Graphic-wise, it's a decent looking game. Textures have some details, everything is vibrant, enemies' designs aren't boring and there are plenty of them. Each one has a different role. You can easily see why kids could like this game at first. This game is actually visually appealing. Even the level design isn't lazy. Music and sound effects aren't bad either.
Although after listening for too much, you can get sick.
The premise here is to run around, find secrets and a way to open next doors, fight bosses to collect their crystals, and rescue the princess.
I don't know, but for me, that sounds like $1 million idea for a game. But no, all the positives end here.
Milon's Secret Castle is all about secrets. But how do you discover them? Just by pure luck. I am not kidding. This game was supposed to be a puzzle game, but instead it turned out to be a cryptic maze. It stops being fun at the first level of the castle.
So let's take a look at the first floor.
After you start, you enter the door and perhaps you just run around and explore. Most of the time it is just destroying blocks and hoping there will be anything that tells you what to do next. To interact with anything, you have to use Milon's secret weapon, which is bubbles. You collect money, beat enemies to restore your health, and collect items. And occasionally you will find a key to a door, which is not present anywhere here.
How does the key appear? I have no clue. For me, I think that's something about defeating enemies, collecting money, I'm not sure.
Surprisingly, there are a lot of enemies, obviously getting harder the further you go. They have interesting designs and half of them have the ability to shoot you. Finding the exit door is really unnecessary. It's hidden, so you need to shoot every single place in order to exit this room. Yes, you have to shoot everything using your bubbles at random spots to even find the door. Not to mention everything wants to kill you. The second door is a shop. It sells you vague hints and an item that you have to find out yourself how and where to use it. Yes, this game has items, a lot of them in fact, just like with enemies. Every item does make the game a bit easier and some of them are necessary to complete the game. Locks to cut through windows, vests to let you survive in the fire room, etc.
You can clearly see they put some thought and effort into this game.
Third door is just another room when you run around, randomly find things, and you don't know what to do next.
You are officially stuck. Maybe I missed something. Let's see.
Again, this game just vaguely tells you what to do. Look, there's a different colored block. Logically, it must mean I have to interact with it for something to happen. But it seems like I cannot interact with the block whatsoever. Oh, it moved. The door is here. Classic Milon.
That's the whole first floor before the first boss. Up to this point, the game wasn't that bad. Let's say you spend an entire Sunday afternoon running around, shooting everything you see, memorizing everything, all the little secrets you have found, in order to beat the first floor in a few minutes. But no, from this point on, it becomes more puzzly, more difficult, and way less fun.
Before we can access the second floor, we have to fight the first boss. And let me tell you, it really tests your patience. Main reason why you will die so many times is because how the damage system works. You don't gain temporary invincibility after getting hit. That means you can lose most of your health in a blink of an eye. That is just one of the issues why the game failed. After you manage to defeat the boss, the exploration of the second floor is not different from the first. Running, shooting and memorizing, just 10 times more cryptic and difficult. Very important, grab the honeycombs if you find them. They will not only restore your health, but will also give you an extra hit point. There are 7 bosses in total. Each one gives you the crystal needed to progress further, but they also upgrade Milon's attack. He can shoot faster, fire more bubbles, and even increase their size. Yes, my friends, Milon is an upgradable character, but you're probably going to have this much health before the fights. The enemies respawn, so you can always farm extra health. All the bosses have the exact same attacking pattern, and maybe that's better. You can think of some strategy, never mind, you will die.
Or, the game will give you a continue code. After beating the first boss, you get access to the secret continue code after you die. That's something, isn't it? Trust me, you will need this a lot.
Thankfully, the continue saves all your money and collected keys. After you spend enough time solving how to beat the second floor, you may notice you actually lack some money to buy items. If you manage to find music box, the bonus stage will appear where you can collect notes for extra money.
On the second floor, there is still a tiny chance you will find out yourself what to do if you waste enough time. But personally, I have had enough of this pointless running around. My Sunday is about to end, so let's jump to the strategy wiki. So that's what first two floors had to offer, and that took way too long. And that's what you have to do on the third floor? Are you kidding me?
The third floor is where I give up. Seriously, I just don't care anymore. I can't even use the elevator without a special item. What is this? You lose interest in this game very quickly.
Guys, I'm just a casual player. I mean, I could probably learn how to beat it, but only with the internet. Remember, when this game came out, there was no internet, and most of you probably didn't have any gaming magazines that could help you. Even in Japan, this game was criticized for its difficulty.
So in conclusion, you can clearly see some thought and effort was put into this game. The graphics and music are far from bad, and the concept itself is kind of creative. But other than that, it's very frustrating because of its difficulty. You may say, all of the NES games were hard, and this isn't necessarily a false statement. It's the Milon Secret Castle that is just unfair. I don't recommend it if you want to relax with a video game.
But that's not the end. Milon has a Game Boy port.
It's practically the same game, just in monochrome. Levels are a bit smaller so they could fit on the cartridge. There are less enemies on screen. You actually get temporary invincibility, and boss fights are a tad easier too. Overall, I think that's a better version. There's also a sequel for the SNES, but are you sure it's the same Milon?
Please, stay away from this game. There are a lot of better ones to play. And also, thank you for watching this quick little review, and see you later, guys.